There are lots of useful browsers in Squeak, and let's take a look at a few of them. The first one we're going to look at shows us where a class is being used, what its context is. So first we're going to find socket. There's socket. We go up to this menu and we scroll down to class references. Then we'll get a browser that shows us all the places that socket is being used. That shows us how it's being used, how we can use it, and better, maybe what it's actually doing. Now let's find the context for a method. So there's the method close in socket. We hit the senders button, choose close, and we get another browser that shows us everywhere in the system where close is being used. But it's a little more complicated because it's showing us the method close for every class, and we only want it for socket, so we have to pretty much scroll around until we find socket. Right, there's the perfect example of what we're looking for. There are lots of great browsers along this strip here that you can explore that tell you useful things. Let's look at the hierarchy browser. It shows us that socket is a subclass of object, and that socks socket is a subclass of socket. Everything, of course, is a subclass of object, but it's great to know where things are in relation to each other. Let's try another. We'll go to instance variables, but first let's take a look at the class description. Instance variable names, and these are all the instance variables in socket. Semaphore, socket handle, and such. So we press instance variables, we'll choose socket handle to find out more about it. So it's used in 45 places. The one you want to look at least I do, is always assignment. You know, if the variable is called socket handle, well, where is the point where it says socket handle equals socket handle is? Because that's the place where things are going to start, really. There it is. Socket handle equals self, yada 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 yada. That underscore is another way of writing the assignment operator, which is colon equals, like that. So self, yada yada yada, that executes, and then it goes into the variable socket handle. So there are lots of useful browsers that Squeak provides you to explore what's going on in the system.